What's up? We are back in our home state of Colorado. The 5.0 is back in the garage after cruising up and down A1A Beachfront Avenue. Harry Haviland, Brian Bodine back with me after a long stint. Good to see you, Brian.
Oh, Harry, it's so good to be back. I've missed you these last few weeks. Just watching from home, watching the terrible camera work for the fill-ins. I'm so glad to be back on the camera, Harry. I'm doing it for the fans.
Sean Stewart over in the stands looking sad over there that he's not on the camera. But the OTT Sports Network is back with you. It is Family Sports Arena in Centennial, Colorado, and Vail Navy is here. This is a team we've seen 5 times already this year. 2-2-1 is the record.
It's, you know, Harry, it's hard to call them a rival since they're not in our conference, but I'm going to go ahead and call them a rival because we've had these great games against them, both up in the mountains down here in Denver.
I think they're our biggest rival.
Yeah.
We played the most games against them out of anybody, and they've got some good skaters out there. I'm looking forward to a good battle this morning.
Oh, we sure are, Harry. They got a couple of kids who are double, triple A kids who really carry the team. I think it's at number 8. We got to shut that kid down. And as you remember, this is that team where we had these power plays against them, and it was like when we were on the power play, they had the power play. It was weird. We had a 5-on-4, and I think they've scored more short-handed goals than we've scored power play goals against this team.
There's the positivity that I miss about Brian.
I am back, Harry. I am back.
I do remember number 8, number 11 as well, back on defense. He can make some rushing plays. But I think the Warriors are up for it. We had some unbelievable scraps down in Florida, playing against some good teams out there, and they are ready. This will keep their legs loose. We got state championships coming up in a couple of weeks, and we're ready to go here. It's going to be Weber, Manick, and Foster getting the start here. DeLue out there with McGowan. We're missing a couple of D. Bevan and Lauber both gone this weekend. They're going to be playing short on the defense. The offense is going to make up for that as Weber wins the draw and gets tripped up quick. Wow. 8 seconds into the game and the Warriors are getting that power play that you were talking about. Here we go.
I love it, yeah. Well, let's see if they can prove me wrong here, Harry. I'd like to see some good puck movement, you know, that extra pass to that open guy.
The number 1 power play unit. Good thing they started the game because they're still out there.
Yeah.
Weaver wins that one over to Manick, trying to find Stewart in front, picked up by Vail, and out of the zone. McGowan tips it away. He controls it at center ice, getting back checked there by Vail. Weber controlling the puck now, making the pass across just outside of Manick as he gets his stick knocked away from him, and there's that number 11 picking it up. The end-to-end rusher I talked about in the pregame. He comes through center ice, still has it. McGowan pushing him wide, in and takes a shot. Jack making the save. DeLue picking it up behind his own net. Here comes Crew through center ice. Still has this puck. Walks in, takes that shot, puts it up over the net to the back of the ice, and Vail picks it up. Stripped there quickly by Bodine. Haviland knocking it in as your Warriors make the first change. Bodine chasing him down. Out to the point, Kolcheski holding that one in, ripping it around the boards. Bodine and Castillo after it. Cannonberg at the blue line. Holds it in, flips it back over. Vail picks it up.
Oh.
To Cannonberg, another shot.
Oh, that's a good rifle there from the point. It's got to be a net though, Harry.
Puts it in a little bit wide. Now Kolcheski has a chance. He puts that in on the goalie. The puck is loose. Bodine couldn't find the rebound. Back out to Cannonberg. Another shot and another save.
This looks a little more like it, Harry.
This is a power play action that we need from this team. Castillo working his way out to the front, gets it tipped into the corner. Vail picks it back up. They still got 30 seconds skill off this power play as Haviland pesters in behind the net. Haviland picks it up. Back to Castillo in the shot. Haviland with the rebound.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That's a much better sequence there, Howie.
That is a good power play opportunity there. And these Warriors diving at the goaltender looking for a rebound as they've been playing some East Coast hockey, and that's been the way that they've had to play.
Well, they're used to playing against 6-footers out there, Harry, so This must feel like another one of those squirt teams, actually.
Castillo to Haviland with the shot. Oh, that one's blocked off a skate as he tries to get one off in front of the net. Vail picking it up, tipped away by Castillo. Cannonberg in deep, takes that puck away, centering pass. Past Castillo. Up off the boards, Kolchevsky holds the blue line, tipping it in. Bodine after it. Back to Kolchevsky and fired in, tipped off of Haviland, and then Castillo with another shot and a power play. No, the guy was out of the box. It's not a power play goal, but it's 1-0. The Warriors are buzzing this morning.
That was a great sequence there, Harry. It was nonstop pressure on that goalie. It wasn't a question of if, it was when. You knew that was going to be a goal. It was just a matter of time, Harry.
And when is 11:41 in the first period. 1-0 for your Warriors here as they're off to a hot start against this Vail squad on a Sunday morning in Centennial.
I mean, I think, Harry, a minute and a half of that power play was down in the Vail zone. That was some really great pressure, one after another.
Foster gets taken down again. They're going to go back on the power play with another trip as Devin Foster goes rushing in across the blue line, and the Vail sticks keep swinging. Let's see if we can do that again. Power play opportunity one more time for your Warriors. Oh, Showtimer, take that off. See?
There, we've got the right guy on the camera.
Glad to have you back, Brian. Get that garbage off the camera.
It is good to be
shot by
back.
Popovic. Fredette has it in the corner. Looking to get set up, back out to
Duluth. To the
Duluth.
point. Ooh.
Duluth gets that one tipped away, but he gets back to the point as the bouncing puck comes to him when he dumps it into the corner. Going around the boards. Popovic on the far side, out to the point. There for McGowan, who rips one towards the net. Looking for the tip was Fredette. That one gets kicked off to the side. It goes off the boards. And McGowan holds the blue line.
Okay. Get to that puck.
Dump back in. Fredette fighting for it in the corner. Popovic with him around the backside for Foster as he chases it into the far corner. Back to the point, held by McGowan. Another shot comes in. Blocked in front by the defenders from Vail.
Oh, way to stick with that.
Popovic, then stick handling, goes around. Pop still has it.
Pull that trigger.
The stick lifted, but he fights back for it. Popovic towards the front. Foster in after, back to the point. Crew to Lou. Steps around one and then just dumps it into the corner. Around for Foster. It gets intercepted by Vail. Swings it around the far side to McGowan. Off the boards, McGowan's going to chase this one in deep as Popovic goes back to the blue line to cover for him.
Oh, yes.
Fredette in front. Oh, good save there by the goalie. Foster centering past Fredette. And a goalie makes a save. I'm loving the way this ice is tilted. The second power play is almost over, but the Warriors doing a great job keeping it down in the right end of the ice.
You're exactly right about that, Harry. I think that from the time that this power play started, the puck has not left the zone. That's the first whistle since the second power play for our Warriors.
9:58 left to go here in the first. The Warriors are up 1-0 against Vail. Stewart after it in the corner now. Down the back, Manick trying to lift the stick, taking it away. Vail flips it up. Cannonberg back over to Weber, who flips it across to the far corner. Backhanded in by Kolchevsky, holding the zone here strong. Your Warriors as Manick goes after it. He's in there with Stewart. Weber with him in front, out to the blue line, and then back to Kolchevsky. Swings around the Vail player and then walks into the zone. He's stripped of the puck quickly, up off the boards and over Stewart. Cannonberg back into his own end, being chased down by Vail. Getting it over to Manick. He holds up before going up the boards. Makes a pass into the slot, taken away by Vail, and then they get a weak shot on net, and Cannonberg picks it up and flips it around to the point. Vail holding the blue line now, trying to counteract here what the Warriors have been doing to them for the first few minutes of this game. Vail dumping it in deep. Kolchevsky flips it off the boards. Manick controls it. Has Weber streaking through. Tipped away there as he tried to find him going through center ice. Vail hammers that one in and rips off for a change. McGowan's got some time behind his own net with it. All 5 Warriors in deep. McGowan stick handles his way out of the zone, making the pass up to Bodine.
He's got to get that puck in. Oh,
Can't get it in deep enough, and now Vail has it. Knocked the stick away there by Haviland. And Haviland's going to get a penalty for slashing as he takes the stick out of the hand of the Vail player, and that goon's going to go to the bench. You know what I think about that? You got to be stronger at hanging onto your stick.
you really do.
That wasn't a hard slash, but I'm a little bit biased.
Whatever the case, we get to see this Warriors PK unit out here. I've got good thoughts about this here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a shorthanded goal here.
You can't score a shorthanded goal unless you're on the PK, and here they go. Vail controls it off the draw, though, and they go in deep. Bodine swipes at it. McGowan holding him into the corner, forcing it over to the far side. Bodine making him go back out to the blue line. They circle around, come in, take the shot. Graham with a save, rebound loose in front. Kicked aside there as Castillo comes out hot. Owen Castillo coming through center, goes through the defender. He's into the corner with it now, shorthanded. Centering pass, nobody home. Held in the blue line by McGowan, who fires one in, and it's tipped off for the Vail defenseman's stick. Vail trying to come out with it, making that outlet pass, and they walk across the offensive blue line. Back to the point. Vail with the shot. It's blocked in front into the corner. Player took it off the face as he's down in the corner. Vail trying to get set up, but they're only playing with 4 players here as their players heading off to the bench. It's 4-on-4. Good opportunity here for Vail as they come back in. They take a shot wide.
Where are our defenders?
Duluth swipes at that one.
Oh, you got to pass. You got to. Oh, my God.
Castillo coming out. Castillo fighting his way hard. Penalty has 8 seconds left to tick off it here. 6:56 left to go in the first period. They successfully kill this one off as it comes out to center ice, and Kolchetsky tips it back in. The first 5-on-5 action we've seen here in the first period.
That's a good point.
Pop goes in hard against the corner with it. Foster.
Oh,
to
good
Burnett
pass.
in front. Couldn't get that one home. Comes across the blue line, back over to Popovic. Tips that to Kolchetsky, who feeds it across to Cannonberg. Stick handling at center ice, and then he has to fight for it. Cannonberg still battling, gets a bouncing puck. Can't tip it out. Kolchetsky with it.
We've talked about this a few times. They need to clear the zone.
Fredette in there, up to Foster. He comes through, gets held up, and Vail controls. Back and forth at center ice, and Fredette finds it, gets it taken away, but back over to Cannonberg, up off the boards to the Vail player coming off the bench. And dumped all the way into the corner, chasing it down there is Popovic. Over to the side, Foster after it, but they get it out of the zone. Cannonberg's racing back, but Kolchetsky's there. Cannonberg lifting the stick, getting it back, and Cannonberg's going to get a penalty
for a back check?
2 minutes for back checking. Cannonberg sees the box, and we're going back to 5-on-4 hockey with 5:34 left to go.
I guess it wouldn't be right if we didn't have an odd man situation out there, Harry.
Shot in front here, taken away by McGowan off the rebound. Out to the point. Spun around the back, Duluth chasing it. Vail picks it up at the top of the circle. Shot. Graham with a save. Rebound comes out to Weaver, and he's got a 1-on-2 opportunity. He just couldn't handle the puck as he crosses the red line. Backhanded out and then picked right up back by Vail. Duluth can't stick handle through the players. Vail back on their tape. Trying to figure out the break-in. They drop the puck back. Looking to get set up. Can't handle it, and Weaver comes across and picks it up. Vail tips it back out of the zone and winds up the other way. Making the pass to the far side, being chased by McGowan and Manick. Drop pass into the circle and a shot, sending that one wide. Held in at the blue line, tipped in, past DeLue, and he dumps that one out of the zone. Still 24 seconds left to kill off this penalty, and that one should be all the way down. Coach Jason on the bench calling for it. It ain't gonna happen. The refs are gonna drop this one at center ice. It's a 1 dot infraction. And we've got 21 seconds to kill off this penalty and 4:25 left to go in the first period. Your Warriors leading Vail 1-0. Castillo, Stewart, and Popovic out there. With just Kolcheski back on D. Pop looking like he's dropping back on defense, maybe helping these D out as they're short a couple. Kolcheski, a great defensive play there. Takes it out, he has Castillo with him. Stewart skating up, making the pass across. Castillo shoots, bad save by the goalie. Castillo back with it, 5-on-5. As Bodine steps out with the penalty being over. Back to Popovic on defense. He flipped that one hard and out of the zone. Vail collects it center ice. Tipped away there by Bodine. Stewart trying to get it up the boards. Here comes Vail working their way in. Takes a shot. Jack takes that one off the face. Slot and a shot.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Graham with another big save there. Castillo back to himself. He has Haviland with him. Castillo coming in. Has Haviland in front. Castillo takes it and he walks in and backhands that. And it's 2-0. Owen Castillo with the goal.
A goal's a goal, Harry, but I got to be honest with you.
You're always honest. Let it rip.
They got Haviland right there in the middle. It would have been just a layup pass in there. You'd like to see that extra pass. It's a goal. I like that move. We faked right, but you got to kind of look up and see your guy streaking down the middle too.
A power move to the front. Now Haviland has it. He fires that one in right onto the goalie. He controls it. Around the boards. DeLue at the blue line. DeLue shooting that one in. A couple of tips in front.
Oh, wow.
Great hand-eye coordination there by Haviland as he tips that one down, but the goalie sees it. Keeps it in his pads, keeping this a 2-0 game.
That was a great shot from the point. That's how you like to see it develop like that. That shot from the point, few guys in there with the screen and the tip. That was good. I liked watching that.
Popovic now out there at center. Back out to DeLue. I think Popovic's played all 5 positions now so far.
Kind of like Magic Johnson back there with the Lakers, where he played every position on the court. Anyway, I digress.
Up to Fredette. Fredette still has it, waiting on the far side. There was Popovic. McGowan off the blue line, dumping it in. Foster on the chase. Vail can't get it all the way out on the first attempt. They do on the second, but the Warriors are right there to break that play up. Icing's waved off. DeLue comes into his own end to pick it up. DeLue loses it in his skates. Back over to McGowan, lost in front.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Shot comes in, and it looks like the Warriors are going to see another penalty here. Oh no, it might be against Vail.
What?
The Warriors dump it deep. It's an icing, and
is that an interference? Is he going to call?
Both teams touch the puck there, and then they call it for an icing. So Vail's going to get the penalty. Refs are not putting up with anything here.
No, they're not.
As I believe, is this the 4th or 5th penalty in the first period?
And if memory serves, I think, Harry, that this is the main ref of the youth hockey. I've seen him out there a lot training some of our younger refs who are looking to get involved. So this ref's not putting up with anything. I do think that he is one of the chief refs that does a lot of the instruction. That's got to go all the way
down here, though, right?
I'm not
why is that
quite sure
why is
why
that
they're
not down in. Why is it they got a penalty and then the face-off is down here? But
I think it's kind of meet in the middle. You got the penalty and the icing, so maybe they're saying you meet in them. Maybe that's what it is, Harry.
Let's go with it. Cannonberg with the shot. Popovic with the tip and goes to the side of the net. Foster tipping that one back in behind the Vail player who picks it up in his own zone. Pop against the boards in front of Fredette, and he gets it. Just sent that one wide. Stolen away there.
My
out to
goodness.
Kolcheski, holding it at the blue line.
I like this move.
Pass over to Kannenberger, fires one in. It's on the goalie, and it's under his glove.
That's the puck movement you want to see on a power play, Harry. You got guys, the kids are looking for the open guy in front, taking a shot when they've got it, looking for rebounds. That's really good movement out there.
I'm loving the puck movement here. These players
I
are...
like it, yeah. You know, I haven't been on the call here in a few games, but this is fun to watch, Harry. These kids are looking good.
It's Weaver, Stewart, and Manick out there now with Kolcheski and Kannenberg. Kannenberg holding the blue line. Shot comes in. That one sails wide. Stewart against the boards gets knocked down. They wave off icing at the tip, and Kannenberg's back after it. Henry tips that one behind himself, and then he flips it around again. Coming out the other side, up to Manick. He has Weaver and Stewart. Feeds it all the way, trying to find Stewart, but Vail intercepts. Comes in, takes a shot, and Kolcheski with a block. Taken away there by Kannenberg, backhanded it up, and out of the zone. No, not out of the zone. Kannenberg gets it out that time. Now Stewart has it. Working his way up the boards. Vail holds the pinch and fires it back in. Graham touches up on the puck. Kannenberg over to the far side. Manick coming out with it. Up to Weaver as he's got some speed through center ice. Weaver in the corner as the rest of his line mates make changes. Players out of the box with 25 seconds left to go. Vail clips it up off the glass and out of the zone. Fired in hard there by DeLue, right on net. Bodine after it. Stepped around there by Vail as they work their way all the way through. Vail still coming in. Bodine chasing him into the corner. DeLue and McGowan collapse on top of him. Vail finds a loose puck to the slot. And then taken away by Castillo. Back to Castillo, and the buzzer sounds.
Wow.
A vicious first period ends in a 2-0 lead for your Warriors. Harry Haviland, Brian Bodine with you here as the first intermission gets set to be underway. Your Warriors are leading 2-0 against this squad from Vail.
A lot of positives about that period, Harry. We got was it 2 or almost 2 power play goals? Certainly one, and the second one was with a minute or two.
Just a smidge.
Some really good puck movement. A lot of good stuff happened. It's, as you know, my moniker is Negative Ned, but I'm trying hard to.
I don't have a lot negative to say there about that first period.
That was good. I like a lot of that puck movement there at the point, getting it back to the point, some of that movement in the corners, centering it, some great centering looks, some good passes. I tell you what, Harry, I think that if the team keeps up this level of play heading into the state tournament, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
I absolutely agree with you. That's coming up here in a couple of weeks. Good to see Vail coming down and giving us a little bit of a challenge here to keep everything moving. Not sure what's going to happen next week, and we don't have anything on the schedule. We got 7 practices this week, though. I don't know what's going to come out of that.
Yeah, well, they'll probably be exhausted, and they'll show up to that first game. Oh, there I go, being negative again. They are going to be a well-tuned machine like one of those nice German automotive cars. They are going to be purring and roaring like one of those V8 engines, Harry. I can't wait to see what's going to happen.
It's going to be Castillo, Bodine, and Haviland out there to start this with, who's out? DeLue and McGowan on D. One ahead there by Vail as they chase it down deep into the Warriors zone. Tipped away by Bodine as he now has it and then loses it behind the net. Back over, Castillo coming out of the zone. Castillo's gonna keep skating with this one. Takes it in wide into the corner. Haviland now behind the net for it. Taking it away, Haviland kicking it back over to himself. He gets bodied off the puck and Castillo chases it into the far corner. Castillo trying to tip that one behind the boards. Now Dane's dancing around the player there, and Vail dumps it up in a one-on-one situation, and McGowan gets a blade on it. Taken away by Haviland. Pass it all the way across to Bodine, who's racing up. He can't get to it before the Vail player.
That was a good pass to Haviland, defender.
There. Over to McGowan. And DeLue doesn't hold it in. That one's going to be offside. 13:04 left to go here. Second period action.
It's good pressure to start this second period, Harry.
Popovic, Foster, Fredette, Kannenberg, and Kolchevsky. Pop winning that one back to Fredette, who dumps it in deep, and Foster goes after it. Devin racing hard up against
I
the
like
boards.
that. Oh,
Kannenberg with
good
the
step
tip.
up by Kannenberg there.
Foster after it on the far side. Pop swinging at it. Fredette trying to hold in strong at the top of the zone. Back out. Kolchevsky
Oh, my goodness.
makes the pass across, and Kannenberg holds the blue line. Walking in, Henry Kannenberg with the shot into the glove of the Vail goalie. Good work there by Kannenberg, keeping it in. He found the lane. He didn't shoot from the blue line. I like how he saw some opening and skated his way in there, getting off a quality opportunity. And again, staying at the blue line. Back into Popovic and Foster in the corner. Foster stick handling his way through a couple players, makes his way to the far side. Then he backhands around. Foster in front. Oh, just over Fredette's stick. Kannenberg shoots it in. Goalie with a save off the back of the net. Still swinging
you can
at
see
it.
that
There
puck
was
loose in there.
That one gets past Kannenberg, and Kolchevsky's going to be back for it. Up to the far side to Fredette. Couldn't control the puck enough to get it to Foster, who was coming through, but Fredette's still in a battle against the far boards. Right in front of his bench, Fredette kicking it across the blue line, and Popovic picks it up. Pop in behind the net. Going hard at it. Pop dropping for Kannenberg.
That's a good cycle there.
They saw it coming. They get it out of the zone. Kolchevsky now up off the boards. Fredette tipping it the rest of the way in. Up and out of the zone quickly here by Vail off the skate of Popovic. And it's going down the ice for Kannenberg to go chase it. Kannenberg still wheeling through center ice. Yes. How is that not a call as he gets taken down clothesline? That was he like got armbarred from behind, but now Vail in with the shot.
Oh my goodness.
Great with the save. Oh, the rebound going into the corner. Keeping an eye on Kannenberg as he's at the bench hurting, still left his glove and stick on the ice. They've called everything else, but that wasn't a penalty. Vail has it now. Comes in across, sailing that one wide. Manic picks it up off the backboards.
Oh.
Can't get it out of the zone. Vail pinching in.
Danger.
Back out, still at the blue line. Vail back into the corner. Delu with it on his backhand. Can't send it out. McGowan behind his own net. Backhand tip there, back to Delu. He's got Manic up. Manic
Good
flipping that one to Weber.
You'd like to see him make that extra pass there.
Stewart with the pressure on the forecheck. Out to Weber. They lose it in the left stick there on the ice. Manic doesn't let him bring it into the zone. Now Weber chases as Vail gains the blue line. Up there by Delu. Can't skate his way through. Vail in deep. Pressure. They can't get the shot off in front. They find the puck at the top. Back out to the blue line. Vail pressuring here. Flipping that one into the corner. Taken away by McGowan. Gets bumped up against the boards. Stewart just sees that and sends it all the way down the ice. That's an icing call.
They really needed to get a stoppage there. That was some good Vail pressure there.
They did.
I don't mind that ice. He did have a little bit of space. He could have skated a little bit, but I don't mind that at all. Say, you know what? I need to stop this clock. I need to stop this offensive, get some new skaters on. Let's see what we can do with this line now here.
Those new skaters are on the ice. 9:35 left to go here in the second period as Castile leans in for the draw. One there by Vail. They try and get a shot off. It's blocked off the skates of Kolchevsky as he flips that one up to Bodine. Bodine dumping it in deep. Haviland racing behind the net for it. Goalie passes that one back to his defenseman. Makes a pass across the far side. Bodine with the pressure, forcing the puck up the far side.
Good keep there.
Briefly, and then it gets tipped back in. Popovic back for it.
Is he playing defense? I think he.
Popovic gets hammered against the boards. Back out to Vail. There's going to be a penalty. Here, the hand goes up. That was behind the play. Castillo is going to go to the bench for that one.
No, that's on Vail, Harry.
No, I think they're sending both of them.
Oh.
Little bit of rough stuff behind the play.
Okay.
Castillo didn't like what happened there to Popovic. He went after him, but pushing and shoving ensued, and the ref sends them both to the box. Looking for another player here. 5-on-5 is going to be the action with 8:50. I can't see through the net. Is that clock really dim, or is it just me? 8:57 left to go.
Yeah, 8:57. It's what I can see up there is 2-0.
2-0 is the score. The Warriors with the lead.
Sends him out of the circle.
Gets kicked out. Bodine comes in for it. He gets tripped up off the draw, but wins it over to Foster, who flips it clear of the zone. Tip back in by Vail. They control, walking into the offensive zone, trying to make the pass into the slot. They do. They take the shot, and that one goes wide. Popovic can't find the rebound. And it gets tipped up, but only to the blue line. Pop can't backhand it out. Vail to the slot, taking the shot in on Graham, and he controls the rebound, hanging onto it.
Yeah, Harry, I'm here I go again being negative, but I'm seeing these Warriors having a hard time clearing the zone. We talked about this, I think it was last night or the night before, the need to get the puck out of the zone, just to chip it out to neutral ice.
They've had troubles with that in the last few games here.
Looks like we got 6 guys out there.
6-on-5.
Maybe add another one for a 7?
Weaver decides that, hey, we shouldn't play like this as he heads to the bench. Vail wins the draw, back to the blue line. Dumping that one into the corner. Kolchevsky after it. Holding his strength against the boards. Looking for Fredette. It goes back in behind the net. Foster after it. Back to Kolchevsky. Fredette racing to the blue line. Goes hammering up against the Vail player. He's still on his knees swinging at it. And then blocked there by Foster as he goes down and it comes out of the zone. Cannonberg back out there. Good to see him shake that roughness off. Kolchevsky off the boards to Fredette. Back in.
Harry, we are about halfway through this period, and I got to tell you, I think the action has been in the Warriors' defensive zone virtually the entire period. Vail is doing a great job of keeping the puck in their offensive zone. We got to reverse this.
A little bit more action in that end than I like to see here. The Warriors hopefully not trying to sit on a 2-0 lead. We know what this team can do. Fredette off the boards. Vail to center, dumping this one in deep. McGowan back for it. Around the far side to Fredette. He picks that one up off the boards, and then he's going to skate with it. They come at him hard, tries to bank it off the boards, and then Vail clears the zone. DeLue holding the blue line, then it jumps back to Weber. To McGowan, and they get that offside. They were trying to hang it on the blue line there, but he lost control of the puck. That one comes in with 7:20 left to go here. 2-0 lead on the OTT Sports Network for your Warriors. Castillo, Bodine, and Haviland take the ice. There's a Deer looking for a change. They get it as well. McGowan and DeLue out there. McGowan stick handles around a couple, trying to look for Bodine on the far side. He gets it to him. Bodine can't get it in deep. It gets tipped away from him in the blue line. That's going to be called offsides as he flips it across. Out to Vail. Sticked away there by McGowan, and Castillo gets back in the play. Haviland tries to lift his stick, and then McGowan strips it away. McGowan leaving it in the corner for Castillo. Vail player stands up, takes it, and then gets back over to Castillo. Up off the boards, that was behind Bodine. And then out. Castillo back into the corner. They go around. Haviland with the pressure. Goes all the way up to the Vail winger, trying to break this out of his zone. Castillo flips it up and out. Now he's got the rolling puck inside his blue line. He settles this one down. Castillo coming out. Nice pass out to Haviland
like
as he
that
comes
move.
across the blue line. Red line, still stick handling through. Can't stick handle his way through all three players. Goes against the backboards, and then Vail takes it away. McGowan swings at it, breaking the play up, and then backhand to the far side for Castillo. He's got Stewart chasing this one down as he dumps it in hard. Goalie stops it up behind the net, and Vail finds
Oh my
it.
goodness.
Cross and out. Back over, Castillo to Stewart. Stewart with a shot on net. Goalie gloves
Oh,
it down,
good play
drops
by
it
that
for the
goalie.
defender. Off the boards, Cannonberg back into Manic.
This is more like it, Harry.
Like to see it. Manic gets bumped against the back wall. And that puck sneaks out to the far side. Tip that one through. Cannonberg intercepts it at the blue line. Now he's working his way into the corner. Has Stewart in front. Cannonberg getting held up and taken down, and there's going to be a penalty there for a hook. That's a clear hook right there. I'm glad they got that one.
That was a hook, a hold, something.
They started off calling every penalty, then they missed 7 of them, and
Yeah.
now they're back to calling it.
Well, power play's been pretty good, and I think we could use some more offensive pressure. This is a good time for that, Harry. I've got high hopes for this one.
They got an offensive draw here with 5:18 left to go. They're up 2-0. They got the power play for the next minute and 30 seconds. Vail controls off that draw. Manic with the pressure in the corner, tipping that one back over, finds Weber. Weber takes it. Cannonberg with the shot. It's blocked, and then it comes out of the zone. Kolchevsky couldn't get to it in time. He backhands it up to Stewart. Couldn't handle the pass, and it's taken away. Vail comes in, shot in, and blocker down easily there by Graham. Kolchevsky up the boards to Stewart. Making the pass through to Weber. Back to Stewart. Stewart sending this one in, around to the far side. Weber gives chase. It's tipped up and then held in there by Kolchevsky. Found by Weber. Cannonberg calling for it. Weber fires that one to the front. It's blocked down and Vail controls. They send that one all the way down the ice, but it's going to be on Graham, who puts a stick on it and feeds it over to Kolchevsky. Up off the boards to Fredette. Tries to find the centering man. Goes all the way into the Vail zone. They put it off the glass and out. Cannonberg dumps that one right back in. But Vail picks it up in their own end. Dances around and out. They clear the zone and Cannonberg fires it right back. But Vail is killing off this penalty with only 7 seconds left to go in it. Kolchevsky ringing that one around. Now Pop's going after it.
That's
Held in
good
there
play by Foster there on the
Great
boards.
play by Foster. Popovic takes too much time with there. Couldn't get the shot off. It's tipped away off of his blade, and then Vail's trying to get it out. Popovic still after it. Has it at the top. Stick handles back to Kolchevsky. Blocked shot. Vail takes it. Puts,
Oh my goodness.
Coach is yelling, leave it. That would have been an icing. And now
my
Vail
God.
has it. Out to Fredette. To the point. Vail working their way in. Shot.
Holy
Off
cow.
the top of the glove there of Graham. And into the corner. Pressured down. Popovic. Up to Fredette, but past his stick and out of the zone though. Vail turns and dumps it right back in. It's going to be offside as they were making a change in this long change second period that has 2 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in it. Still a 2-0 lead, the Warriors over Vail. Castillo wins that one back and dumped out by Duluth. It's off the boards and all the way into the goalie. He pushes that one to the corner. Castillo chasing it right down, steals it away from the Vail player. Centering in front for Haviland. He gets a backhand on it, but it goes wide of the net. McGowan back into the corner for Haviland. To Castillo, tipped over to Bodine in front. Backhand's picked up. And Duluth dumps that one in, but Haviland was still on the other side of the blue line. It's going to be an offside whistle and a draw just outside of the Vail zone.
And there's a couple pretty close plays there, Harry. You saw a good centering pass down low from Castillo, and then a good drop pass there. I think it was by Havlin to somebody there. That was some good work in there. I think that's going to turn into a goal pretty soon.
They got to keep moving the puck around. It's worked for them here for these first 2 goals. They're trying to do it again here with Castillo still at the draw. It comes back to Havlin, who fires that one in Beaudain's side as he races after it. Behind the net. Taken away there by Havlin, back into the corner. Castillo after it, stripping the puck. Centering pass doesn't get to the net. Vail flips it to the blue line. It's out, and Duluth controls it. Off the boards, and Duluth tips it right back into the Vail zone. Havlin on the forecheck, forcing him in behind the net. He's still chasing him down. Vail gets it up and out of the zone. McGowan gets a blade on it. Now he's racing into his own zone, whatever. Vail can't get the shot off. McGowan has the block.
Uh-oh.
They pick it up behind the net. McGowan finds it. And here comes Graham McGowan coming out of his own end. He's skating with it, and then it gets back to Havlin. Takes the shot. Oh, goalie deflects that one up into the meshes. It gets left in the slot for Havlin, and he rips one on. Like I said, I'm going to do everything I can to upload this if your Wi-Fi is not working, but I'm going to have to race out of here quickly. So no promises on this. Hopefully everybody's tuning in and you've got good Wi-Fi, because I don't think we do here. Vail getting his stick lifted by Stewart, who ends up taking it away, knocking it out of the zone. Just out of the reach of Manick, back to Cannonberg at his own blue line. Final minute of play here coming up short. Second period. Still 2-0. Weber back. Oh, his leg was back on side there. The ref didn't see it though, and he's going to whistle it down as an offside. Right down below the press box here on the OTT Sports Network, bringing it to you across the globe. Thanks for getting up with us on here Sunday morning. Vail with some heat. Kalcheski forcing his way into the corner.
Uh-oh.
Tipping this one away,
no.
centering pass back out to the point. Vail walking their way in. Up against the boards there. Manick pushing him. Over to Cannonberg. Has some time with it. Off the boards to Manick.
Oh, good
Flips
play.
that one high and out.
Good play there by.
And now Weaver's got an opportunity. He's got Stewart with the Weaver coming in. Shoots into the glove of the goalie. Hanging on for that one. It's still a 2-0 lead.
That was a real good clear by Manick. You know, he kind of flipped it out. That's what you see in the NHL, that kind of nice flip. There's no icing, no danger of icing. And that happened to be a nice pass. Turned out to Weber. We actually got a scoring opportunity out of it.
Love to see it with Foster winning that one. Oh, and Vail just knocks that one out of the front of the net. They tip it out. Kalchevsky's there at center ice. Up to Fredette. Going up against the Warriors bench. And then out of the zone, Kalchevsky has it. Flips it back over to Cannonberg. Back to Kalchevsky. Up to Fredette. Great passing here by the Warriors as Fredette works his way in. With the shot blocker save. Pop in front and scores!
That's a goal!
Oh, that is what I'm talking about. Unbelievable passing. Working their way in. Getting the shot off. Popovic finding the loose puck and hammering it home. It's 3-0. 9 seconds left to go. That's a way to finish a period.
That is what you like to see. I don't know who scored that, if it was Fredette or if somebody tipped it. I couldn't quite see.
I want to say that was Popovic as it bounced in, but I can't quite see through the mesh. Either way, Fredette and Pop both in the play, and that one goes to the back of the net. As this one goes in deep, Cannonberg has it. He's going to hang on to this one on the boards as the second period winds to an end here in the buzzer sounds. I'm very impressed with this Warriors team. We played this Vail squad earlier in the year, and we were picking out those players that were just going, and we had to watch them. With the experience they've gotten in the last few weeks against some very good teams, against some very good players, they're learning how to play, and these guys haven't, I'm gonna not jinx this, but these guys haven't been a factor.
No, I agree with you, Harry. I remember we used to watch these games against Vail, and you could always see those 1 or 2 superstars, and they would have at least 3 or 4 scoring opportunities themselves each game, and I haven't seen any of those. I saw, that number 11 just ripped a shot in there from above the circle that deflected off of Graham's glove. But other than that, I can't tell you they've had any really. They've been threatening those double AAA players. You've seen a little bit of everything. Some great goalie play by Graham there in the net.
He's been playing unbelievable.
Good power play, good penalty kill. A lot of good stuff. As you know, I'm Mr. Negative, but I'm having trouble being as negative as I typically am today, Harry.
It's good to hear you being positive.
Yeah.
And speaking of good goalie play, hoping to have Prokop back soon. He suffered a concussion in the final game there in Miami. He's still fighting off the symptoms of that. We're looking forward to having him back on the ice soon. Graham holding strong between the pipes in the meantime. Kolcheski up to Pop. Crossed by Vail in their own zone, being chased by Fredette. Vail flipping that one high. It's going to bounce onto the stick of McGowan. He goes off the boards in front of his bench, backhanded in deep by Pop.
Look at those 3 kids on that forecheck. That's nice.
All after it, spreading out. Fredette with a shot. Puck's loose. The goalie scoops it behind the net. Fredette looking for another opportunity as Foster was going towards the front.
Uh-oh.
McGowan with the stick. Now it's 3-on-1 the other way.
How on earth did this happen?
Come in. Graham with the save.
Out of nowhere, that went from good defense to a 3-on-1. I'm not so sure how that developed.
It was an attempted pinch by the defense of the Warriors, but Graham coming up big. The steal at the dot. Tries to win that back to Cannonberg. Vail sneaks in, takes it away, but it's right out over the stick of Bodine to the point. Fired in back off the net. Cannonberg collects to Haviland. Back to Cannonberg. Oh, and then loses that one in the top of the circle. Kolcheski back over to Haviland. Up to Castillo just behind his blade. And fired back in by Vail offside.
Yeah, on that breakout, I don't know if it was Cannonberg or who made a perfect pass over there, Bodine, and he has got to get that puck on the stick. It just goes right through that stick. That's a great breakout. That's how you start those offensive rushes. It's the small things, the fundamentals. You can't let that puck go through your stick there.
He's got another opportunity here as Bodine puts it into the zone. Vail finds it, and they control it in front of their net. Taken away by Haviland at the blue line. Puts it into the tape of Castillo. Can't work his way through as it's kicked away by Vail. They come out of the zone. No, they don't. Cannonberg holds into the blue line like he does so well.
Oh, my goodness.
But he was on the ice for that play. Haviland takes a swing, and no penalty on that play as he takes a player out. The bench of the Vail team doesn't like it, but we got away with another one there.
Another one, right? Oh, my goodness.
Can't get it out of the zone.
He's not going to get any pudding for dinner tonight.
Kolcheski stealing that at his own blue line. Then taken away from him again at center ice. Haviland's down. Kolcheski still battling. He backhands that into the Vail corner. Castillo after it. Up the boards by Vail. Haviland after it. Takes that away there on the back check and then flips it off the Vail skate into the corner. Bodine after it. Vail to the pass. Cannonberg with the deflection at the blue line. Then Vail gets it across the red line and fires it all the way in. Graham's going to slow the play down. Cannonberg backhands off the boards to Castillo. Can't go through there.
Oh,
and Vail keeps it in deep. Kolcheski against the boards to Castillo.
Oh, my God.
Bodine tried to find Haviland. Sorry, they made a change and I didn't make the observation.